And it says, whatever kind of spiritual dysfunction you may still see in your daily life, the cure is the gospel. Whatever passion you may not feel for God in your heart, you'll find it in the gospel. To whatever extent you struggle to gain control of your body and its runaway appetites, you'll only be able to do it by becoming more and more captivated by the gospel. Whenever you're feeling empty from a lack of consistency or integrity, the place you go to be filled is the feast at the table of the gospel. And it says, always begin with the gospel. And it lists these two verses out of Ephesians 1:18-19. It says, I pray that the eyes of your heart may be enlightened, so that you may know what is the hope of his calling, what is the wealth of his glorious inheritance in the saints, and what is the immeasurable greatness of his power towards us who believe according to the mighty working of his strength. Or, as Martin Luther said, and here it is, begin again with the gospel. In his lectures on Romans, he stated that true spiritual progress is found not in doing everything perfectly at every point, but always to begin again. Start over on the grounds of what God declares to be true of you in Christ, not on what you or others find so discouraging about you. Be reminded of what he did and not what you did, right? It's such a mind game. It's just like athletics, it's 90% mental and it's 10% physical. That's kind of life. 90% spiritual and 10% physical. Be reminded of what he did, not what you did. And it says, I'm beyond grateful. It says, amazed really at the renewed desire for God that he has wrought in my heart solely by having me fixate on the gospel rather than making fixes through religion. Yet even in knowing where my only hope for change lies, I still have a long way to go. Let me ask you this question for those that listen to this. Are you a daily fellow struggler? You're just one beggar telling another beggar where to get some bread, right? Like, I daily struggle against the God-hating desire of my flesh. Can you feel that? Like, I just feel like life is hard. And I've said this before, it's easy to be a Christian, become a Christian, but it's hard to be a Christian. Because once we're a Christian, we know what's right. We know what's wrong. We know what we're supposed to do and not do. And the flesh and the spirit, they're in a royal rumble every day, man. And